Welcome to episode 26 of Northwynd, the Druid True First Life series. In this episode, I'm going to be doing Epic Elite, Don't Drink the Water in Eveningstar. So I've got the character sheet up, so you can see the numbers. 108 PRR now. Woot! The AC is leaving some to be desired, but, you know, I'm working with what I got here. Got the inventory open, so let's talk about the gear. I've got some changes this episode. So the goggles are the same as last episode, but now I've got my base Shadow Dragon Plate armor. This is a beautiful set of armor for this toon, for this build. It's got ghostly on it, so I didn't need the old boots that I had, the Treads of the Falling Shadow. It does have a slot, which I put Sapphire of Good Luck +2 on there. I used to have that on the cloak, but I got something different on there now. It's got a shadow phase clicky too that allows you to move through mobs for 20 seconds per click, 3 charges per use. So it's kind of neat if you ever get stuck. But you can also switch to Winterwolf form and use Snow Slide to get out of, if you're stuck in some mobs too. So, but you have both of those options on. It has Fortification and Death Block on it too. Those are really nice to have. So now you can see I'm at 230% Fortification. And so this drives home a point that, by end game, I'm way over 200% fortification, and you don't need, for example, Blade Forged Iconic Past Lives, which just add more fortification. You don't need any more. You get 100% bonus from being in elemental form, and you got a fort item rocking too, so you're well over 200%. That's plenty good enough. This also has like a guard, like a negative energy guard. Does negative energy damage to mobs that hit me. At 28, I'll be upgrading this to so that it just has one upgrade, and then I'll put the Shadow Guardian with the big 30 DR and 60 DR when you're below 50% health. It's really, really awesome, so I'm really looking forward to that. The Bracers of the Wind are the same. I'm not sure if the Draconic Soul Gem was there last episode or not, so that's an augment that I got earlier on for 30 shards, because I knew I would love to have it later on, so I'm really glad that I got that. I saw one for 20 shards now, so kind of wish I had waited, but I had the shards, so this is really nice. It just adds 30 enhancement bonus to Acid, Cold, Electric, and Fire resistance, so missing is Sonic. So without the ship buffs, this is especially valuable. And it's a mana savings too, because now I don't have to cast resist energy most of the time. The Diamond of Spellcraft 11 is the same. I think the ring is the same. Ice Lore 15, False Life 36. Actually, it might be different. Yeah, I'm not sure. So these boots, I mentioned last episode that I bought a pair of boots for way too much off the shard exchange. I paid like 22 shards for these, but they really worked. They had the Sheltering 25, the speed, which is what I wanted. Insightful dodge is meaningless to me. I can't benefit from the extra dodge. And then I stuck them in the bank, and I realized I had another set of boots that were like virtually identical. Every single stat was exactly the same, except the Insightful dodge bonus was like 3 instead of 4, and I don't even remember which one I bought off the shard exchange. And I had gotten those much earlier on and set them aside because I thought I might be able to use them. And oh well, so I wasted 22 shards, no big deal. I wish I had them today though. You can see I'm down to only 13 shards. This is really the lowest I've been since I've been building up shards, because I re-rolled. I was out farming the Epic Elite Ring of Shadows chest in Epic Elite Prison of Plains, and I spent the shards I had re-rolling that chest. So I get Sheltering and Speed covered on the boots. The Iron Mitts is the same. This ring, Wizardry, and Insightful Con 4 is the same. The belt is the same. Constitution 10, Pairing 4. The Cloak of Flames is the same. I have a Topaz of Greater Evocation now, so I think that's different. So that I needed to put that in the greens. I had Good Luck +2 in there before, which is a blue augment, but I needed the Topaz of Greater Evocation is yellow, so that can go into green. I needed to move so I traded, actually overrode it, and I got another Sapphire of Good Luck +2. I traded. I found you're really gonna roll your eyes when I tell you what I found. So and it really drives home the point. Every time I'm out in the desert and I'm farming, I'm doing my daily Whiz King, our daily offering of blood, I make sure I hit those undead chests out there. And I pulled another Ring of Spell Storing. So this is number 2 this life. I know some of you are probably screaming at the screen right now, but I've been lucky. What can I say? But in that same chest, I had a Sapphire of Heavy Fortification, which I used to trade for. I posted in trade chat for a Sapphire Good Luck +2. And some, trade police wants to give their opinion of that trade. Sometimes you get the trade police. You post in trade channels, and they want to tell you what they think of the trade, or they want to tell you that they think the trade is no good. They don't want to make a trade with you. They just want to give you their opinion. Ignore these people, okay? Because you know what happened the very next time I posted that trade? Somebody did it. A Sapphire of Heavy Fortification for Sapphire Good Luck +2, that's a very reasonable trade. So don't let these people get you down. If you want to post something in trade channel, go for it. And another thing I did, I'm trying to trade this right now for an Epic Elite Ring of Shadows, which I think is an equitable trade. So I've been posting, I haven't been getting any hits, I just got this yesterday, so I haven't been posting a ton, but I also posted in each of the server-specific forums. There is a sub-forum that says, that server marketplace. So I went into the Caneth marketplace and I posted, I want to trade my Ring of Spell Storing for your Epic Elite Ring of Shadows. So that's another resource for you. If you're newer, that's there. If you have something, you're looking for something, if you're trying to arrange a trade, that's a great place to put. It doesn't get a lot of views, but it does get some, and it's definitely, worth posting there. Where are we at? The planar focus with the Wisdom, Insightful Wisdom 3 is the same. The necklace is new. This is because it's got con 11, so it's one more con, which puts me at an odd number, so it's not really helping me right now. But as soon as I get another point of con in Sentinel, it will. And Insightful Physical Sheltering 11, so that was pretty cool. And the Pansophic Circlet is the same. I ran another Memoirs, a legendary normal Memoirs today. Got the boots. No legendary Pansophic Circlet though. The Wall of Wood's the same. Now we've got my Thunderforge Alloy Scimitar up to tier 2, the level 26 version that says Dwarven Craft Evocation Focus +6. So now I used to have a +5 Evocation necklace. I can get rid of that because I got Evocation 6 here. If you're a little bit newer, I do want to point out that +6 will stack with the Topaz of Greater Evocation. This says it's an enhancement bonus, whereas the Dwarven Craft Evocation is an equipment bonus to the DC. I still don't have Featherfall. I was thinking about using, I have a couple of Jeweler's Toolkits. I got one off of a roll, and I bought one for 700,000 plat really early on, because I thought I might need it later. And I was thinking about unslotting my Topaz of Featherfalling and just sticking it here in the orange slot, because I'm not going to use this slot until 28 when I put my Meridian Fragment in there. But I thought, I don't want to waste a Jeweler's Toolkit. I can live without Featherfall. It's no big deal. I want to save those toolkits. I might be able to use them to trade for something. Who knows? Just seems like a waste. So this is a really awesome item. Like I've said before, you could make this without running any raids. I was able to trade for the ingredients to make this. The ingredients are unbound. I won't be able to upgrade to tier 3 without running the raid. And the tier 3, it's not worth, for a caster, I don't think it's worth it anymore, because I've been using a legendary green steel, legendary earth scimitar on Ginger Spicy. I really like it. I love the acid damage procs on it. But even if you don't want to go with that, I don't really feel like, the tier 3 thing to get for a caster was the spell lore, whether you went with 17 universal or 22 specific. I like the universal on the Spinneret. The Spinneret's a really nice ring. It's a relatively easy farm. It's got +2, to all your DCs that stacks with basically everything else, because it's kind of a newer kind of a bonus. and it has, I think, 15% universal crit chance. And you need 30 flogs, 30 of the Shadow Dragon Phlogistons, or to upgrade this to tier 3. And that is a hell of a grind. But you can do what you want. You can look at the options and see if you like there's something tier 3. And you can go for it if you like it. But I say go elsewhere. You get a legendary green seal for less work. Alright. I'm up to 9 drafts of sparkling apple cider. What else is happening? Epic Destiny. I maxed out Grandmaster Flowers, so I'm totally done with that Destiny. Now I'm working on Legendary Dreadnought, which I have up to level 4 now. I still don't have enough Fate points to open up my 3rd Twist of Fate. I need 1 more level, and then I'll have enough combined levels to get 1 more Fate point. And then I'll be able to have 3 tier 1s, and this 3rd one is probably going to be just like a point of Con or Wisdom, whatever, you know, is needed to get me to an even number. But I'm going to be doing this episode in Unyielding Sentinel. Like I said, I'm doing every video from now on in Unyielding Sentinel, because this is my destiny. So the new thing from last time is Renewal. This is some great low-cost healing. This is a heal over time. You can't twist it in and use it on yourself, unfortunately. It says that this ability cannot target yourself unless your active destiny is in Unyielding Sentinel. So you could twist it in and use it on other people, but I don't think that's very worth it, especially for a tier 3 twist. So don't twist this in, but I love it when I'm running in here. Like I said, great low-cost healing. Heal over time spells are really nice. You know, when you're tanking, if you gotta sort of stop and heal yourself, that takes time away from your spell casting and other things. So, you know, you throw a heal over time spell, it just sort of fills in those gaps. It just keeps going. It's great for when you're tanking a hard-hitting boss too, you know. If they hit you especially hard, maybe it were enough to, you know, knock you unconscious or something like that's going to bring you right back up. Really, really nice. That healing's just sort of ongoing. You don't have to think about it. Alright. Where are the crafting levels? 83. I have deconstructed 943 items this life. So that means I could craft like a minimum level like 10 or 12 items, I guess. You know, maybe I'll do a true Second Life series if Druids ever get their enhancement pass. Alright. I did get my stack of Greater Dispel Magic scrolls from the portable hole. I also picked up a stack of Teleport scrolls, which if I have Greater Heroism going, then I have a 15% chance to use Teleport scrolls. Okay, I really don't know how this is going to go. I'm a little bit worried about the boss. The boss hits pretty hard. I'm even a little bit worried about the Yonti. We'll see what happens. So this quest with Ginger Spice is normally the trailer for my channel. Ginger's just... This was like the first video I ever did was this quest, showing like how Ginger Spice played. You know, it was like almost, well, it's going on 3 years now. And, you know, at the time, nobody was playing Druid like this. I mean, honestly, literally nobody. I mean, I know there were some people out there, but generally speaking, people weren't playing Druids like this. Like, they were still trying to play them like they're wizards and sorks, you know, and not, you know, playing them sort of more tanky like this and get in the middle of everything like this. You know, people weren't really doing that. That's why, that's why, like, in my build post, so I say, like, people kept asking me, like, about my build, and I was tired of, like, typing it all up every time, so I just posted it, because I kept getting asked about it. And, so it's just demonstrating the build, and I just used this quest, and then I did another version of it last year, just to sort of update things. I didn't do a new version of it this year. I'm gonna run by these guys. I don't need to kill every last mob. Oh, I don't know if I showed, but I got my DC up to 49 now, which is starting to get you know, a little respectable. I used to say, back when the level cap was 28, I would say, you know, anything in the 50s is okay for epic elites. And, you know, you want to try, you know, if you're in the low 50s, you'd want to try to get it higher. But, you know, if you were in the 50s, you know, you were okay. But, you know, now with legendary elites, the bar is higher. But for now, I'm just doing, you know, legendary elites. Like, it's all good. Oh, my feather falling ring on. I think I could just jump it. Yep. I switched to Winter Wolf because I thought I was going to snow slide it. Wasting spell points. See? Good enough. Epic elites, 49. Not dropping every mob every time. But it's definitely, you know, very effective. And you know, you want to get it higher. Don't get me wrong. But I remember some people arguing with me about DCs. I was going back a couple years, but posted some videos of doing like Epic Elite Tracker's Trap with a 52 DC, showing like, you know, you can do it. You can even do, you know, that was end game at the time, you know, and you could do those quests with a low 50s DC, and it was okay. Like, yeah, you're not dropping every last mob every time, but it's good enough, you know. And one of my points was, you know, like, I don't want new players to be discouraged and then think they gotta have a 65 DC, otherwise they should just pack it up and go home. Like, I want new players to understand, like you can get an effective DC. You don't have to be uber to have have effective earthquake DC. One more wave. Yep. The quest was scary when it first came out. I mean, you had to have crowd control back then. It tore up. I think she'll fall in an earthquake. Oh, she's a champion. Of course she is. We'll stack another earthquake, see if that makes a difference. Throw the ice storm on her. Nope, champion's not falling. She's not falling for it. Oh, there she goes. So I heard from a fourth person last night so at least 4 people that I know of are doing this build and sort of following along with the series. Like, how cool is that? I think it's pretty neat. So some person made a toon on this server and they just were like saying hi, and I offered to help them out with some plat and stuff. They were like, no, I want to see if I'm as lucky as you are. I'm like, okay, it's cool. But I sent him my, I still had some of my old Lobby stuff, so I sent him my Mope's Fist and a few other things from those early levels, you know, to help out a little bit. Alright. let's go ahead and just use this shrine now to be safe. Oops, I want to make sure my planar focus is on. That's extra spell points right there. You know, one of the things that I would love to have for that third twist, I said I'd probably just use a point of Constitution or a point of Wisdom. I'd love to have like, Endless Faith. That's 10% extra spell points. But that means I'd have to, you know, work over to Exalted Angel, and then it needs a total of 9 action points to have that fully upgraded, because you got to fully upgrade this and this to fully upgrade this. So it's a total of 9. So it's just I can't do that right now if I want to, you know, stick with my plan of getting elusive target at 28. I feel like I might be a little tired. I feel like that might be coming through in the video. Getting close to the end of my day. I kind of want to take it easy here. I'm a little bit worried about the mana. I just want to play with them a little bit here, like a cat. See how they kind of group together? That's what I wanted. Throw the Sound Burst, does damage, gives me con and strength. There's no Earthquake in there. I'm not going to try to single target all of them. That's a mistake I've talked about before. People who are newer to Druid often fall into the mistake of they want to greater creeping cold everything. You can run on mana real quick, you do that. Okay, now we're throwing the Earthquake. Double shot of the Sunburst. And we'll just throw the Storm of Vengeance too, along with the Ice Storm. And I'm just standing here. That's all I'm doing. Letting AoEs do the work. Yep. Tough stuff, isn't it? This is going better than I expected it. Alright, we're playing with them like cats. Trying to get them to group together. I'm not running away from them. Just trying to get them to group a little bit by moving around. If I stand still, they might just keep shooting at me. See the leaves go down? It tells you to hit your Spring's Resurgence again right away. Sonic Burst, Primal Scream, yes, thank you. And Storm of Vengeance. Have another Sunburst. They're not doing anything. I am 26, by the way. This is level 22 base, 24 on Epic Elite, so the maximum level you can do this for Bravery bonus is 26, which is what I'm at right now. So I am getting Bravery bonus. Let's give him the Earthquake, double shot of Sunburst. What's he gonna do? Nothing. First time Epic Elite. 80%, first time elite. Streak continues. See, I have an elite difficulty bravery streak of 136. Hell yeah! So if you are newer, and you're wondering, how can I get my DC from my Earthquake higher? In my build post, in where I list my Earthquake DC pretty close to the top, it's linked. You click on the DC, it links to how I get there, and I also list a whole bunch of other sources, because you get your DC a lot higher than I have mine on Ginger Spice. It's in the 70s, I think, on Ginger Spice, but you get it a lot higher than that. So one more barrier fight, and then we're gonna get a shrine. And then we're going to fight a green dragon. This was the first quest in the game to have a green dragon. This whole pack was when green dragons came out. So there's one in the King's Forest and one here. Go ahead and not waste any time getting the Sleet Storm up. Sleet Storm is real nice because it lasts, you know, a minute and a half. No save against Sleet Storm. Throw the renewal in case they get some good hits on me. Drop the whole thing, Primal Scream. And double pump. Yep. So, one of the things I want to make clear is that I'm very carefully picking the quests that I'm doing videos of, and that I'm doing in general, period. I think I talked about that briefly in a video or two ago. But, this stuff's tough, This is a little bit older content, so it's not as hard hitting as, like, new content. But, like I said, I was farming Prison of Plains, Epic Elite. Like, I can't finish that. I'm just going in there and hitting the Ring of Shadows chest. I don't have the resources to finish that. There's just no way. I mean, I guess if I recalled out and used that shrine, I could. And it's not that the mobs in there are too hard hitting for me, I just don't have the resources. Uh-oh. Sass is a champion. I've already used my bauble. This could get tight. I might have to use a draft of sparkling apple cider. No, might not. That was one round of creeping colds, got her down to 50. She's champion. She's trying to heal herself. Ooh, didn't quite get her. Though she didn't get that heal off. Would have been okay. Woot. Alright. Time for the dragon. Dragon hits pretty tough. This is the part that I was worried about. I'm not going to try to get in that dragon's grill either. I'm just going to sit back. I'm not going to run away from him. I'm just going to sit back and cast. So if he comes to me, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going to try to get up in his face. Doing a lot of acid damage too, so that could be scary too. Like, you hit really hard. You are not prepared for this. Things can go sideways. I'm going to drink a rage pot. He just knocks you down and buffets you back though when you get up in his face, so see it happens. Oh, look at that, he's coming after me. Okay. turn back around here because I want you to come into the AoEs, not away from them. Give them the old primal screen. Make sure I keep the renewal going on me. You can see the creeping cold's expired because I have the examination window going, and I recast as soon as they expire. Actually, I don't know why I'm bothering with the Storm of Vengeance. He's immune to acid. Another primal scream, sure. Ooh, I should be in Stand Against the Tide for this. Oh, but I don't have knockdown immunity yet. Oh, damn it. Okay, I gotta switch back. But it's on cooldown. I gotta switch back, get my hit points. Vigor of battle, yep. Thank you. Knockdown. That's scary. Below 50. We're getting there. I don't want to get too happy yet. Only got 760 mana left. If he knocks me down when I go to use my bobble, I'm gonna be a sad guy. Okay, I'm gonna use it now. Oh, he's trying to breathe on me. Okay, got it off. I'm gonna drink another Rage Pop. Why not? They're cheap. So you get the heal over time is great for like when he knocks you down. You know, it's those kinds of things that it's gonna fill in those gaps. You're knocked down, it's still going off. Oh, it's gonna be it. One more round of creeping cold. It's gonna be it. Jump in with the primal. Hell yeah. That's how we do. Epic Elite, true first life. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. If you have questions about my build, you can respond in the Druid forum on my build post. And if you're on Saralona, you're welcome to send me a tell. Oh, this is where you get your green dragon scales from too, if you want to make your epic, flawless green dragon plate armor or whatever it's called.